Hey y'all, today I'm going to show y'all how to make something to put in the big pocket of your journal. And it's pretty easy. Let's see, let me find one. This one has butterflies all over it and a piece of cardstock on the top and butterflies. And you put it in the pocket of your journal. And then when you open it up, it has all these little pockets in it, and you stick little tags or whatever you want to in them. Isn't it the prettiest thing? And it's a surprise for whoever opens it. And then you can put a little string around it or a little piece of ribbon or whatever you want and tie it so they'll know to go into it and, what the heck? Go into it and find their surprise. Well, heck, I can't tie a bow, I guess. But anyway, it's just the prettiest thing. And here's some samples of ones that I've made. This one has little sunflowers on it. And this one, so cute. Isn't that pretty on the inside? I used double-sided cardstock and then put the opposite side to make the little pockets out of. This one has flowers and a piece of cardstock on it with a rose. Isn't that so pretty? All this paper came from Graphics 45. I love, love, love Graphics 45. But anyway, I got this idea. I think I got this idea from Treasure Books. I love Treasure Books on YouTube. She makes the best ephemera for these kind of things, but for scrapbooks. But I really don't know because I watch all kinds of videos on YouTube about junk journaling, and for years and years and years, and then I'll make one as a template and put it in my template drawer so later on I can make a bunch of them. Or just pull the templates out to make them for my junk journals. I'll just make one. And I never can remember who I need to start writing down on there. Isn't this one pretty? Oh, I love the bright interior. Love it so much. And the little hummingbirds. And then this is the last one. So cute. They're just adorable. Anyway, so we're going to make that today. So I started out with this double-sided paper, and they're gorgeous. And I cut it down to a little less than 8.5 inches, like 1 or 2 lines smaller than 8.5 inches, whatever you call that. I seriously hate to measure so much, y'all. But that is what fits in my journals, because my journals are usually right around 9 inches tall, so that will fit in there just very, very well and inside of a pocket. And I never mind if a little piece sticks out the top. I love stuff sticking out of the top of journals. But anyway, first what you're going to do is fold it into thirds. We'll make sure which side is up and which side is down. So, well, really hard to tell on here, but these leaves tell me that this is the way it goes. And so I'm going to put the right-hand side towards the middle and the left-hand side towards the middle until I can feel it fit. And then when it fits, I'm going to scoot that top piece over a little because I don't want it to go all the way to the edge over there. I'm just going to make it go almost. I may scoot this one back a little bit. This is probably the hardest part for me because I won't measure. Anyway, so we have this, and there's a little area in here that doesn't meet. Oh, that's crooked. Let me straighten it out. It's got to be straight. Okay, then we'll fold this one over this way. There. Now it's folded perfectly in the middle. Okay, so this was a 12 by 12 piece of paper, but I cut off those top 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3.5 inches. So I have a 3.5 inch wide strip, right? Left over that's 12 inches long and 3.5 inches wide. And this is almost 8.5 inches wide. So with that 3.5 inch strip, I cut these little, just went down and cut off 1.5 inch pieces and 1 inch pieces. So these are 3.5 by 1.5 and 3.5 by 1. All these little ones are the 1 inch ones. So these are going to be the pockets. So now I'm going to ink Tim Holtz Distress Ink. You can get it on Amazon. Lasts forever. You can ink the tops and sides of your piece of paper. And I'm going to ink the front, the back, and the insides, all of the edges that I can find, even the edges that fold like this. Okay. Okay, I've gone ahead and inked all the edges, even the sides. Doesn't it stand out better? I think they look so good when they're inked. And then I inked all the little strips that I made. If you are making this along with me, then you can just pause it and come back. So now I'm going to open it and decide where I want the pockets. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. You can put them wherever you want. And double-sided paper works best, but if you just have it with one side, a piece of cardstock that's white on the inside, you could like paint it or glue scrapbook paper onto it. There's just no right way or wrong way. This is just an idea for you. Oh, you know, I forgot a very, very important part. Let me see. That is cutting the corners. So I just got this corner and cut it off of the top part, the cardboard part of a Graphics 45. This is called Let's Get Artsy. And it just has the coolest paper in it and the stickers to go with it. And I just bought the whole pack from Graphics 45 and then cut all the pages up to make these. Anyway, you put your little, there's no, like y'all, there's no geometry to it. I just went in and cut a corner off. But it's just that I want both sides to be exactly even. So I cut that off one side. And then cut it off of the other side. There we go. Done. Well, done except now I have to ink those pieces that I cut off. But that's okay. I don't mind inking. My little dog, Ipsy, is being so quiet today. I was born in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and my little dog is named Ipsy for the town I was born in. Itsy bitsy Ipsy. She's a little Maltipoo. Anyway, so now I'm going to try to see how many pockets I have. Sometimes I have 3 pockets, and sometimes I have 4 pockets. I just never know. So I like to put one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. And then I have one left over, so I think I'll just put it down here. And then one little pocket in the middle, one at the top, one at the bottom. Oh, it's the prettiest paper. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just look at this paper. It's just beautiful. So beautiful. And then 2 skinny pockets over here. Wait, maybe 3 skinny pockets over here. You can put 3, 3, 3. You can put one big one and a big one and some little ones. You can do it however you want, y'all. There is just no right or wrong way, I promise. Anyway, so now I'm going to make little pockets. So, of course, I'm going to glue 3 sides and put them on. But I want it to be like kind of even with where I cut the triangle at. So let me do this. Y'all, I wish I knew how to speed it up, the video, but I have no idea. Literally no idea how to possibly do that. I see people do it all the time. But I am proud of myself for learning to pause it. So, I mean, I'll just have to learn eventually. Wait, I think I like, no, this way's good. I think I'll have to learn eventually how to pause it. I'm just using plain old glue, the cheap craft glue from Walmart. I do have to keep pressing everything down though, but eventually it'll dry where I want it to. And then I like to try to get the bottom pieces even. So I like to get the top pieces even and the bottom pieces even. And then I just gotta keep pressing down. Keep pressing down till it dries. Oh, look at this piece. So freaking cute. Golly. I may have to keep this one for myself because this is what I do, y'all. I make myself a couple of journals, like a year, a couple a year, except for one I've had for years and years and years because it has all my passwords in it. It has my passwords in, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, oh, birthdays, I put birthdays in it. So when I make ephemera and when I make several pieces of ephemera, which I do a lot, I love ephemera days. I think making ephemera days is my favorite part of scrapbooking. Because like I could just sit and make these things all day. Or any type of ephemera I'm working on. If I make one, I want to make 20. But anyway, I always pick out the most beautiful and prettiest ones and set them aside for myself. And I don't sell those. I mean, is that horrible of me? But I'm like, it's mine. I'm making them. Golly, this is a pretty one. Look at that. So pretty. God. Man, Graphics 45. I love them so much. Graphics 45, Tapeology, and Cora Korea Crafts. That is what I treat myself with. Okay, that one's down too much. Got to scoot that bad boy up because I want them to all be even at the bottom. How pretty is that? So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry for a minute. And then let me find one and show you. I think I have one with all the tags in it. So then you get these little tags. You know when you buy scrapbook paper, they have like, let me get my Graphics 45 one and show you. They have pages in them that you cut apart. Anyway, so I cut all these out so I can use these littler ones to put in the graphics, to put in the ephemera I just brought. Oh, look at this little tiny, tiny, tiny one. Isn't that cute? And then if I ever see, when I'm cutting them out on the cutout pages, if I ever see two together like this, I cut the two that are the same size so I can go like this. I go like this. I cut little pieces of copy paper to set in it. And then I staple the edges and have a cute little notebook to stick in pockets. Anyway, we might do that one day while I'm doing this. So you can stick this thing in these things in the pockets from your cutouts. And then oftentimes, like with Graphics 45, when you get your paper, you'll get a pack. Let's just open it. Let's see what all we have in here. Oh, some cute little tickets. All kinds of little things. These would be so cute in here. See, wouldn't that be adorable? But in the other one, the Let's Get Artsy one, oh, look at that. So pretty. Oh, this one says, let's get artsy. These little tiny ones work really, really well in those little tiny pockets. And then you can use tickets or really whatever you want to put in them. I love that. I wish I had that in a big, huge painting. Maybe I'll try to paint it someday. So then on the top, I hope this doesn't stick together let me wipe some of this excess glue off. So maybe it won't stick together when I close it to show y'all how to do the top. Please don't stick, pretty, pretty pocket. Okay, so now we're gonna close it. And then I got a little piece of cardstock here to distress the edges. But you know what? I don't corner anything in these because the top is so straight and square. And everything else I corner when I'm making my junk journal. But every now and then I'll make something with totally square points. Left the pockets totally square. I just think it adds interest to the journal. Anyway, so I'm going to glue this square to the front. I got yellow because I think it looks so good with the sunflowers on here. See, I'm going to put it down a little. Okay, glue that on. And then I have these, I think these are from Cora Korea Crafts, these flower stickers I have. They just have the best flower stickers. But I can never peel them. I can never peel them. And then I learned, I mean, this might work, y'all. It might not, because that's the world of crafting. I'm going to try. Put a piece of tape on the back. Put a little piece of tape on the front. And then try to peel it apart. Sorry if y'all are having to look at my gray hair. There, see? It just comes right apart. So much easier than trying and trying and trying to peel it. And then you just pull the tape off that. So now we have our sticker. And I'm just going to stick it on here. There, and that draws interest to the front. Even though this piece of paper didn't need anything to draw interest to the front. Okay, now I'm going to do the back. I'm just going to put a piece of glue on the back. Let's see, where do I want my bow? Like right about there. I'm gonna go all along the back. And like I said, you can use ribbons, string, whatever you want. I think I want to use some of my, if I can find it, some of my, oh yeah, because I got yellow. And I like to bring out all the yellow accents in this. I got this thing somewhere, Hobby Lobby probably. Anyway, I'm just going to pull some off. I don't know how much. Just eyeballing it. And then try to find the middle kinda. And put that on there. And now it's very, very gluey. So where's my washcloth? I'm gonna lay it down on here to show y'all the final result. Oh, I'm gonna check my inside to see if it's sticking and pulling my pockets off. Oh, that side looks good. That side looks good. Okay, now I'm just gonna tie it into a cute little bow. Oh, gosh, I'm loving all the yellow in this. Yellow is literally my favorite color. When it's all pretty and sunshiny, sometimes orangey yellow, just the brightest yellow colors I love. There, oh, I learned, y'all, how to make a bow that stays looking like a bow. Okay, I hope you can see. You know how you make the thing on one side and then you go around, you always go around from bottom to top? Don't. Go around from top to bottom and then pull the little thing through, which I'm going to try to do, but my fingers are so clumsy. And then when you do it that way, the bowy parts stay on top and the stringy parts stay on the bottom. Uh-oh, I pulled it. There, we have made the cutest little thing, and it did not take that long, but it is adorable. And then let me show you. Oh, I really like this one too. Golly, I like that one. I don't know which one I'm going to keep for myself, but this one has little tags stuck in the pockets. And you can make them match your background colors or put whatever colors you want. Little newspaper clipping. That's so cute. It's like a little dollhouse of paper. Anyway, let me tie this one. And then I'm going to show you. Okay, go around the top. It's really hard to go around the top, but it's hard for me to even go around the bottom, to tell you the truth. Okay, put this through there. Oh, good grief. I don't know what kind of bow I made here, y'all. I messed it up somehow. Anyway, you know how when we made the signatures, we folded up the cardstock and made a paper, so you'll have 6 of these big pockets in here. So I'm going to go to the end back here. Ooh, look at that green. See, and you just slide it in there because it's heavy enough to support that big thing. You don't want to attach this to like a paper page like this because it's just too heavy. And then some people glue them, like this page is cardstock, so it's heavy. Glue them to the cardstock. It's exactly the same height as the cardstock. And then whenever they open it, it'll be like an additional page. And then they can close it and go on through their book. I really like to put it in the pocket. But who knows, later on I may move it because I could do it however I want to, and you can too. Can't nobody tell us what to do with our junk journals. Okay, it's going in without a bow. There, and look, it just fits so perfectly. And there you go. That's how you make one. And this is ours that we just made together. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.